everyone. So I am having another entry for my blog. So what I deliver for this entry ay yung aking ginagawa sa aking workstation. Dito ako sa aking workstation sa bahay ngayon. And what I'm going to present to you ay yung ginagawa kong pamamaraan para um, gawa, makapag-develop ng presentation sa aking pagtuturo. So, we'll give you an idea na yun nga, yung mga lessons namin na online should be asynchronous, ibig sabihin pre-recorded. So, with this video, bibigyan ko kayo ng sample ng ginawa ko. Siyempre, ano lang to, sample, hindi pa talaga siya perfect. And I'm only using PowerPoint presentation. So, bigyan na rin, para mabigyan na rin kayo ng idea na talagang super busy rin ng mga teachers ngayon. Kala nyo ay nagbabakasyon lang kami. So, hindi ko na patatagalin. Ito na yung aking video. So, let's go!
Good day, everyone. So we are now going to start with our new school year. Welcome to my grade 10 students. I know that all of you have currently enrolled in this section, and I will be your teacher, and I am Mr. Gianpaolo F. Baribar. And I know that you are all familiar with me because I am your previous teacher on your grade 9 science. So let us start this school year by having the first picture in the slide. Can you see it? Yes, that is the picture or illustration of the coronavirus. And I know that all of you are very, very afraid because coronavirus is the reason why we are in this setup that we are learning remotely from your homes. And I hope that even though we have coronavirus, we are going to enjoy our learning session for the days to come. Let us COVID-19 must never stop us from learning. So once again, I would question to you. What do you expect from our grade 10 science? Maybe you are excited, some are nervous, some is quite uneasy because you will never know what would be our teaching and learning this school year is. So with all of my best, I will be able to help you explore and understand the lessons from our grade 10 science. And for you to be able to be acquainted with the lessons from grade 10 science, I will be giving some introduction of the lessons from grade 10 science. Once again, I'm Mr. John Paulo Baribar, your teacher. Let us have the objectives of our session. First is to identify the topics included in grade 10 science. Second one is for you to relate your previous lesson from grade 9 science to the present grade 10 science lesson. I would like you to ask once more, what are the themes that we study in science? I know that from your grade 7 to grade 9, we are all tackling these themes. So we have four themes, and those four themes are being um, given in the 4 quarters of every school year. Let's have a review. First, we have living things and their environment. Second one, we have earth and space. The third one is matter. And last but not the least, we have the theme force, motion, and energy. So with this introduction, we are going to link the lessons that we have discussed and tackled from your grade 9 science for you to be able to know its relationship to the present grade 10 science lessons. Let us have the first theme, which is the Earth and Space. So on your grade 9 science, you have studied about volcanoes, climate, and constellations. Because we have studied about volcanoes, we're going to level it up by studying about the distribution of volcanoes and the planet Earth, as well as the plate tectonic theory. We are going also to locate where are the different plate boundaries and their characteristics. We will not be able to know some of the advanced lessons about climates and constellations. So we're going to focus about volcanoes, this grade 8 or grade 10 rather for Earth and Science. So related for first quarter lessons. So you have here a relief map of the world showing the different plate boundaries. And we have the anatomy of every type of plate boundaries. Let us now move on to the next. Force, motion, and energy. From your grade 9, you have studied a lot of things from force, motion, and energy. First is projectile motion. Second is impulse and momentum, conservation of mechanical energy, heat transfer and energy transformation, and electrical energy. So for this grade 10, you're going to study about, when it comes to energy, we're going to focus on the electromagnetic waves and radiation. We will be studying about mirrors and lenses and electric motors and generators as related to electrical energy. Here are the pictures. So we have a picture of the electromagnetic spectrum, for which we have discussed also from your grade 7 in the introduction. We will study about optics or the images that are being developed in different mirrors and lenses, as well as the third picture is the picture is of an electric motor. So we will be studying about electromagnetism. So let us now move on to living things and their environment. In your grade 9, you have studied about the respiratory system and circulatory systems, non-Mendelian patterns of inheritance, species extinction, and cellular respiration and photosynthesis. So every grade level, we are studying about organ systems. So for grade 10, you're going to tackle or have focus on reproductive system, nervous system. Related to genetics is the central dogma of molecular genetics. And when it comes to evolution, we are going to study about adaptation as well as population growth and carrying capacity. Let us now move on. So, I think you'll get acquainted with the human reproductive system, which is different from male and female, and also the coordinating functions of the different organs of the nervous system. We're going to also study about the molecular basis of inheritance of traits. Also study about the most controversial theory about evolution and also what are the scientific basis of it and also adaptation. In ecology or ecosystem study, we are going to study about population growth and carrying capacity. So we will be dealing with a lot of graphs that will show us population growth and carrying capacity. Last one about matter. So we have a lot of topic that we have considered. So we have studied about the quantum mechanical model of atom, types of chemical compounds, ion formation, organic compounds, mole concepts, and percent composition. So for this grade 10, we are going to study about gas laws, biomolecules, chemical reactions, and principle of conservation of mass. So we are going to balance chemical equations and also the factors that affects chemical reaction. Now, those topics are quite abstract, so we need to tackle it very detailed on fourth quarter. So these are the pictures. We will be studying about the gas laws, the theory, as well as the different formulae used to compute different quantities related to gas laws. Next is biomolecules. So we are going to study about the chemicals or the molecules that are related to living organism, or shall I say chemicals that comprise living organism. Next, we're going to study about chemical reactions and principle of conservation of mass. So we will do a lot of studying about the different types of chemical reactions, as well as going to balance equations and factors affecting chemical reactions. So that's it. So there are lots or there are many things to learn this new normal school year, isn't it? So I hope that you will never be overwhelmed. So that are those are the introduction of all. So we, you and I will be journeying together this school year so that you will be able to understand all of those concepts and use it in your daily lives. Let me end up with this quotation from Gary Anderson, and it says, everybody knows that science is fun. The more you learn, it is easier to have fun with it. So, as we journey towards this school year, please remember that let us enjoy every learning moment so that you will be able to have fun learning it and apply it to your daily lives. Thank you very much. Again, I am Mr. John Paulo Verbar, your teacher for Data Science. Bye!
And ayan nga po. Opo, yes po. Yan na po yung aking sample and I hope that you will share your reactions about the video. Pasensya na, hindi ganoon ka eloquent magsalita sa bagong pamamaraan ng pagtuturo na ito. But I'm still practicing, kaya nga ako nag-vlog para mas maging confident sa pagharap sa camera. And I hope that you'll be giving your like as well as you're going to share it. This video, paki-hit lang po yung like button as well as yung subscribe button for more updates regarding the times na nagtatrabaho kami as teacher. So, this is one of the tasks that we do today na kala natin hindi tayo katrabaho mga teacher pero sobrang busy namin para sa pagsasaayos ng aming mga lessons. So, thank you very much and I hope that you'll see next time. Bye-bye!